three different things actually coming together to cement Google's dominant position when it comes to internet search. First, if you are a phone manufacturer and you would like to have the Play Store on your device for customers to be able to download apps, then Google would say, well, fine, but then you will have to take our search app and Google Chrome as well. And not only would you be obliged to take those two apps, you would also be obliged to this being the only search app. And last but not least, you could not on any device have a competing Android version on any of your phones. Then you would not be able to use any Android or Google products on your phones. And this, of course, made sort of the Android open source system locked down in a Google-controlled ecosystem, all to pursue a strategy to cement the very dominant position in Google search.
So walk us through the punishment, how you got to that record $5 billion fine, and what exactly you're asking them to do in terms of changing behavior.
Well, the fine reflects the fact that this has been going on for quite some time. This is a strategy that has been into effect since 2011, and two of the three illegal restrictions, they are still in effect. This is an ongoing abuse. It is very serious. It affects so many devices, and of course it's a big company, so you see the turnover that comes in. Well, this is the thing that makes this a very high fine. The thing that Google has to do now is, of course, to stop. It has to stop this behavior. It has 90 days to put an effective end to this infringement. And this, of course, will free up the market to allow mobile manufacturers to use other Android systems. Android is open source, so if you have the skills, you can go in and make an even better operating system than the one we see already. And for search engines to be able to be there on the out-of-box experience for us to enjoy other ways of looking into the internet.
As you know, Google disagrees with your ruling. They plan to appeal it. And CEO Sundar Pichai put out a blog post, taped an audio recording of his response. Listen to this.
Concerned that today's decision will upset the careful balance of the Android ecosystem. We believe we have a strong case for the benefits that Android has brought to the European marketplace, as well as globally. And this is why we intend to appeal.
Google also says, Commissioner, that in fact it lowers competition. You see that in the lower prices and the more choices. And by the way, the European Union didn't put enough emphasis on the fact that Apple is a major market competitor here with iOS. How do you respond?
Well, first of all, if you're a phone manufacturer, well, the Apple iOS is not available to you because Apple doesn't license it. For end consumers, there's competition, but if you produce phones, there's no competition. You cannot just ask for the Apple iOS. So they are in different markets. And it's not about Android as such. Google can put in restrictions in its own ecosystem when it comes to Android, but not put restriction into place that sort of locks down Android so that no one can do an Android version. No one can put in other search apps if they want the Play Store. This is not about Apple. This is not about Android. This is about Google behavior, a behavior that's illegal for a dominant company because it's unlocking, locking down competition and disabling innovation and choice that we would all like to enjoy.
But don't we have that choice? I mean, aren't these other apps just a download away, even with the pre-installed Google apps on our phones?
Well, you'd think that for a number of different apps. I think we all download different games or different apps that will give us different services. But when it comes to the very crucial apps, like, for instance, search or the browser, well, we see that we don't do that. Only 1% of users have downloaded a competing search app if they have a phone where Google Search comes pre-installed. And only 10% of users have downloaded a competing browser if they have a phone where the Google Chrome browser comes pre-installed. So yes, we could but we don't. And this is why these illegal restrictions are so efficient.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.